It felt sucked! Sorry. It did suck, but I had to start out to wake it up. Just this fucking movie. But hey, folks, this is Matt once again. No, I'm not drunk or high. I just watched Jack and Jill went up the hill to go for a kill. They went for a spill. My dick in your face. You're a disgrace. See, I can rhyme too, motherfuckers. But in all seriousness, of course, as you can see, I'm reviewing Jack and Jill from 2011, and I know you're going to say, why did you watch it? Because it was free. I can rent movies at the store for free. It was for free, so I saw it. And to be honest, I never really talked about Adam Sandler, but I will say I am a fan of Adam Sandler. I'm a big fan of Adam Sandler. I like most of his movies. I do enjoy. But it's one of those things that I can understand, especially nowadays, that people are maybe getting tired of Adam Sandler. Of course, you wouldn't know it from the box office. Even though this film, thankfully, did not reach over 100 million in the U.S., they made around 70-some million in the U.S. I know it made some change overseas. But usually his films make over $100 million. So, well, I mean that I know people a little tired of Adam Sandler because it's like he's using the same formula in his movies. For instance, usually they're made from Happy Madison Productions. He uses a lot of nowadays he uses a lot of like celebrity cameos in his films. He'll use a lot of his friends, so whether you see like Rob Schneider, which thankfully there is no Rob Schneider because I hate Rob Schneider. I really do hate Rob Schneider. I thought he was the only thing that he was decent. I think was maybe Grown Ups, but I'm not really a big fan of Rob Schneider. But he uses him a lot, or Norm Macdonald. Uh, let's see, this new guy Nick Swardson. That's a guy who was also with Adam Sandler and Just Go With It, which came out early 2011, and uh, they starred in that movie Bucky Larson. He's been in a few films with Adam Sandler, Nick Swardson. He's in this film. Alan Colbert, David Spade, like I said, Norm Macdonald, and like you've seen other people too. It's like the same kind of folks. They're like, okay, of course this guy's in it because he's friends with Adam Sandler. And on one hand, Adam Sandler seems like a very nice guy. Seems like a cool guy, and it's cool that okay he wants to keep using his friends. On the other, you kind of wish he would do like a straight out comedy and not do that, like the formula. But again, I guess he does the formula because they've been consistently hits. But other parts of the formula is like, and to be honest, for the most part, I don't mind it because I actually like a lot of his movies. He usually has a successful career in some sort, especially nowadays. Like I know in Grown Ups, I think he was a lawyer, like a successful lawyer, or I know that his kid, or I think he worked with he was a producer in the movies. I can't remember now what the hell it was. Damn it, I had it on the tip of my tongue. High-powered talent agent. That's what it was. A talent agent. Hollywood talent agent. In this movie, he's a pretty successful ad guy. Does ads, commercials for TV. He usually has this either hot girl or hot and famous girl as his girlfriend or his wife or his future girlfriend. Because, I mean, think about it. You look at his past films. Big Daddy, it was Joy Lauren Adams. Drew Barrymore, of course. Mr. Deeds, of course, Drew Barrymore from Wedding Singer, 51st Dates. Mr. Deeds, I think he had Winona Ryder in that one. What was it? Anger Management, I think it was Marissa Tomei. Maybe wrong. Click, I think that was Kate Beckinsale. Just a Biel and Don't Mess with Zohan. Grown Ups, Salma Hayek. Just Go With It, Jennifer Aniston. And this film is Katie Holmes. So you're like, wow, really? Uh, but again, I mean, I know it's sort of a formula. Like he's using the same, group of people in supporting roles, and he has to have like a famous, for the most part, hot woman as his wife or girlfriend, and kind of get the been there, done that. So I can understand why people get tired of it. But again, the films, for the most part, still make money, and usually I like them. Like if I look at Adam Sandler's career, I love Airheads. I love Airheads. I think that's still one of my favorite films with Adam Sandler. Has Steve Buscemi and Brendan Fraser. I love Airheads. Also, my favorites are Happy Gilmore. That would probably be my number one favorite. And Airheads and Billy Madison would be very close. I actually don't mind Bulletproof that he did with Damon Wayans, which flopped and got crapped on. I mean, there's a lot of films I like of his. I like The Wedding Singer. I like Big Daddy. I really did like Mr. Deeds because I thought Adam Sandler himself was playing kind of a sweet character. I like Mr. Deeds. I liked Anger Management. I liked him with Jack Nicholson. I really do like 50 First Dates. I know my friend Afrie hates the film. That's cool, but I do like 50 First Dates. Um, I thought it was funny, and I like the chemistry still that they have from The Wedding Singer, Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. And I thought it was sweet that this guy, at first you're kind of unsure of his reasons, but I'm like, okay, you know what? You really have to love someone to take the effort to make this person remember you each and every day. Like even by the end where he has to, every single night he has to update this, videotapes and all this stuff. Although I have to wonder now if like the story was about a girl who had short-term memory. Like she can only like every day she wakes up she forgets everything up to this point where she had her accident. I wonder how that was like when she was pregnant. Because you see that they have kids. I'm like, wow, she woke up and like, shit, I'm pregnant. You know, kind of like, huh. Shit, I'm giving birth. But I mean, I liked a lot of his movies. I did like You Don't Mess with the Zohan. I had fun with. It was over the top. I didn't mind Grown Ups. I don't even mind some of the stuff he's done dramatically, which granted they were not big hits, which is I guess why when he does comedy he has a strict formula because those are huge box office hits. But I did like Punch Drunk Love. I know he did a good job acting wise. Reign Over Me with Don Cheadle. I didn't mind. But I mean, there are films of his I don't like. I know I've spent almost 10 minutes not talking about the movie, but there's a reason. But I did not like Little Nicky. I did not like The Waterboy. I know a lot of people love The Waterboy, but The Waterboy annoyed me. I'd rather watch You Don't Mess with the Zohan, which I like more than The Waterboy. The Zohan, it was just so over the top that it just made me laugh. I hated The Waterboy. I don't like Little Nicky. I don't like... Eight Crazy Nights didn't do it for me. That's an animated film he voiced. Spanglish, I had no desire to see. Click was very disappointing. I mean, of the recent films he's done, I mean, I like Grown Ups, I like Zohan, but I did not like Click. I thought it had a neat idea, a universal remote that could do anything, but I thought the third act was just crash and burn, was so fucking serious, melodramatic, and, he fast forward his life, and it's now like it's a wonderful life type thing, and he's dying, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where the hell did this movie took like a strong curve into an embankment? That really pulled me off a Click. I mean, I would rather have Click be like Happy Gilmore, where it's throughout just goofy, not this bullshit where I did not like Click. It was disappointing. Had a good idea. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. No. Him and Kevin James having to pretend that they're gay. No. I have the DVD because I'm thinking maybe I'll review Adam Sandler films one day, but you know I could easily sell it. Wouldn't do no harm. Funny People, I hate it. It's way too fucking long. It's called Funny People. It's not fucking funny. Just go with it. I saw. I didn't mind. I didn't mind. Just go with it. Maybe because I don't mind Jennifer Aniston. I actually like Jennifer Aniston, and I like Adam Sandler. I thought it was funny because you do have that guy Nick Swardson, who's a buddy who has to go with Adam Sandler, and he like has to pretend to be this different guy, this foreign guy. So he comes up with the name. He makes a name. He makes up a name for himself, and it's Dolph Lundgren. He's like, "What's your name?" Dolph Lundgren. I don't know. That stuff kind of kills me. Maybe because I'm such a Dolph Lundgren fan. Oh shit, it's Dolph Lundgren they referenced. It's like in Jonah Hill's The Sitter, even though I didn't like that movie. I'm like, oh shit, they're showing I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren. Now, at the end of Jack and Jill, which I know is 11 minutes in, but I just wanted to give my thoughts on Adam Sandler. So I understand why people are tired of him, but there's a lot of movies I like of his, but, you know, Chuck and Larry I didn't care for, Click I didn't care for, Funny People I didn't care for, and this film is his worst. I do think this is his worst film. It was a terrible idea to begin with. Like, Adam Sandler is going to play twins, identical twins, male and female, and the female, you know, Al Pacino falls in love with the female. I'm like, it's such a terrible idea. I don't understand what they were thinking. I mean, the film was directed by Dennis Dugan, who has directed Adam Sandler a lot of stuff. Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, Grown Ups, Just Go With It. Other stuff the guys directed, Problem Child, the first one, Beverly Hills Ninja, which I really liked, actually. The Benchwarmers, National Security, very disappointing. Saving Silverman, I actually like Saving Silverman. It's a hell lot better than this movie. Even that film, Just Go With It, that a lot of people hated, early 2000s, it's definitely much better than this film. But for some reason, it starts off with, like, it starts and ends with, like, real twins talking to the camera. I have no fucking idea what the point of that was. Then it shows, like, video footage of Jack and Jill, which is not funny, them as babies. Oh, look how cute, they're farting in the tub. I'm like, if anyone knows me, I hate fart jokes. I hate that kind of potty humor. Not that I'm offended, I just don't think it's funny. I think it's fucking stupid. I think it's a fucking cheap-ass, trying to go for comedy, desperate attempt is a fart joke. I hate that. But yeah, Adam Sandler, he's in the advertising industry, getting very successful, has a beautiful wife, this time Katie Holmes, kind of this, you know, the formula. And then his identical twin sister Jill is going to arrive. And Adam Sandler as Jill is probably his worst performance since Little Nicky. And if you like Little Nicky, even if you like Little Nicky, you're not going. I doubt you'd like this film. I mean, if you like the film, be my guest. But no one like this film gets a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. It gets like a 3 points on IMDb, and it deserves it, or even less. It's just consistently unfunny. The character of Jill is this insanely annoying. She's from the Bronx. Well, I say she, but looks nothing like a girl. Looks like a horrible transvestite who fucked up in the makeup department. I mean, Adam Sandler's Jill looks nothing like a girl. It's just like, why? Like, this was supposed to be funny? Oh, Adam Sandler dress. I hate those kind of movies. I hate those kind of movies where it's someone in a fucking dress. That's not funny. Same thing with fart jokes. Mrs. Doubtfire, that was the first time I saw that, and I don't even like Mrs. Doubtfire that much. I don't have it in my DVD collection. I don't think it was a big hit for Robin Williams, but it's not one of my favorites of Robin Williams. Although I will say it's miles better than this film. But I don't care about Mrs. Doubtfire that much. I don't like The Night Professor. I don't like The Night Professor 2. I don't like Big Mama's House. I don't like Big Mama's House 2. Big Mama's House 1. At first, I could kind of deal with it, but I wouldn't want to buy them in my collection. Big Mama's House 2 and 3 are shitty. So, you know, fuck the first Big Mama's House now that I think about it. Oh yeah, and the people wearing a dress, like Joanna Man, fuck that movie. Fuck all those movies. I hate those movies. They're not funny. Guy on it in a dress is not fucking funny. Fart jokes are not funny. They're not fucking funny. Adam Sandler. All these people. What, 70, $80 million budget and no one can figure out that, hey, this isn't fucking funny. This is fucking stupid. But they invite Jill to Thanksgiving. She's from the Bronx. She is so annoying. She's such a fucking piece of shit human being that you want to punch. And we're supposed to feel sorry for this ugly. I didn't say ugly because it's not a real woman. It's fucking Adam Sandler in a wig. This ugly, annoying, fucking bitch. Fuck, just call her a bitch. Fucking annoying, horrible human being. I'm supposed to feel sorry for when Adam Sandler gets mad at her. Oh, you know, yeah, pick me up at 4 a.m. and I'm gonna call this guy a homeless guy in front of his face, and it's just a bitch and an asshole and a fucking And then when, you know, Adam Sandler's Jat tells her what we're all thinking, she goes off and cries, "Why don't you do this?" I'm like, because you're a creepy fucking bitch. Go sit on a dildo. And, you know, she runs off, and she comes back, and it's like, oh, I want to stay till Hanukkah, I have an open ticket, and I want to do all these things. And you do have cameos. You have a lot of cameos. You have Regis Philbin as a cameo in the beginning, because he's doing a commercial for Adam Sandler for, like, Pepto-Bismol. I think that was another thing people got mad at, is all the product placement, which that doesn't bother me. I mean, it's for the guy works for an ad agency. It kind of makes sense, but like Regis Philbin's doing it, and there's like a puppet that's being used for Pepto Bismol, and the puppeteer is actually fucking Dana Carvey. I'm like, you haven't been in a film for like a decade, and this is how you come back in a shitty cameo with like hair on your fucking face as a crazy puppeteer. Wow, Dana Carvey, you haven't done shit, have you? Let's see, you got Tim Meadows. He's a friend of Adam Sandler at the Aid Agency. Tim Meadows. Nick Swartzen, he's back here as his assistant. Alan Covert, he's the homeless guy. He's pretty much playing the same homeless guy he did in Happy Gilmore. Alan Covert. Norma Down is in this film for a little bit as a guy who Adam Sandler thinks, okay, well, she's just lonely, so she makes something online for people to hook her up. Nothing happens, so Adam Sandler goes, I think, on Craigslist or something. Kind of embellishes, and Norman Down comes in, takes Jill on a date, and then he pretty much escapes. Shaquille O'Neal's in here for a cameo, doing a commercial with a shitty wig on his head, licking a lamb. Not lamb. A ham. If it was licking a lamb, it'd be a different movie. Michael Irvin is there, like the football player. Adam Sandler's, when Jack and Jill have a birthday party. So's Billy Blanks. I mean, what the fuck is Billy Blanks and Michael Irvin doing there? It's just so random. It might as well be fucking Danny DeVito and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like, just two people out of the hat. David Spade comes in later in the film as in a cameo as he's dressing a female, and him and Jill, Adam Sandler dressing a female, get in a fight. Al Pacino comes in here because Jack and Jill go to the Lakers game, and then fucking Johnny Depp is in this film in a cameo. I'm like, is this like the year the cameos for Johnny Depp first? Well, not I guess the year, but like He did cameo in this, then a cameo in 21 Jump Street, which I heard was a shitty cameo. It's like Johnny Depp is watching the Lakers and Al Pacino sits next to him, wearing a beard because he doesn't want to be recognized, and so they do. I will say one thing about this fucking movie. Al Pacino is the only good part of the movie. Al Pacino, does he make a fool of himself? Yes, but Al Pacino does the best he fucking can. And I will be honest, the only time I look forward through this film is when Al Pacino will come back on the screen. Because Al Pacino definitely plays like he's a crazy guy. I was telling once Al Pacino to do this Dunkin' Donuts commercial, and Al Pacino doesn't want to do it, but he, wants to go out with Jill. And Al Pacino is the best part of the movie. He takes Jill back, which again, Adam says Jill's just so fucking stupid. But like she's playing, breaks an Oscar. Is like, oh, I'm sorry, you must have others. And Al Pacino goes, you would think so, but actually I don't. I don't know, just Al Pacino did what he could. There's moments where like he's on stage doing a play, and the cell phone keeps beeping, and he loses like, will you turn your cell phone off? You're told from the beginning. Like, Al Pacino was the only one who could get me through this film, so I gotta give Al Pacino credit. He's the one who got me through this flick. If there's any laughs, it's from Al Pacino. Al Pacino does the best he can, which to me shows just how good of a fucking actor he is. In this shitty ass movie, that he can actually help me out. Thank you, Al. Although he didn't do that in 88 minutes, which disappointed me. Even he couldn't save that movie, but he doesn't save the movie, Al Pacino, in this one, but he helps. But I will admit, the funniest part is the last scene where, fine. Al Pacino wants Jill, and it's to the point where Adam Sandler, invites Jill to a cruise ship because he wants to convince her to go without Pacino. Ultimately, Adam Sandler dresses up in the Jill's outfit and tries to fake it. He realizes what he's doing is wrong. He goes back, makes up with Jill. Jill falls in love with this gardener, which is a really horrible stereotype. The gardener is a Hispanic guy. Just the way that's done just really felt wrong. It's like, I'm teething. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. I'm kidding. I'm like, are you kidding? Seriously, please, are you kidding with me with this shit? What the fuck? The fuck is this shit? It's not funny. But the best part is Al Pacino, and like by the end of it, he does do the commercial, and it's a horrible commercial. The Al Pacino does with promoting this new coffee, the Dunkachino. It's a rap song that you always hear after going, oh no, it's bad. But what saves it is that the commercial stops, and Adam Sandler and Al Pacino are watching, and Al Pacino delivery here, where it's like, he looks at Adam Sandler after watching this shitty ass fucking commercial and goes, "This must be burned." Adam Sandler, like, what? Well, I could catch this stuff. I was like, no one must see this. And Adam Sandler was like, well, this isn't the final thing. This isn't the final. Burn every copy. The way, Al Pacino does a hell lot better than me. The way he delivered that made me laugh my ass off. So it's such a shitty commercial, and just Al Pacino. I wish someone could do an edit. I would do it, but I don't want to get blocked. It's like, if they have the film, they have that clip, play the trailer of the film and just put that clip at the end where it seems like Adam Sandler and Al Pacino watching. Al Pacino turns and goes, "You must burn this. No one must ever see this." That's the only good part of this movie. And you got like shit jokes, like, she was with Jill was with the gardener, and so they ate Mexican food, and she has the runs, and you hear fart sounds. Or like this really stupid thing where, like, she sleeps on the bed, she wakes up, and there's like a big wet, sweaty spot of her body. And like to show that Al Pacino's crazy, later on he sees it, and he like lays on it, and I'm like, that's what I mean. I don't like those kind of jokes. They're not funny. And on one hand, Al Pacino, you should not have done this film. What were you thinking? What are you thinking, Al? Can someone please write this guy a good fucking role? Please? Can someone please write this guy a motherfucking good role again? Please. Please, please, please. He's a good fucking actor. I really like him. I would say he's one of my favorite actors. Can someone please write him a good fucking role nowadays? Please? As long as you get him the fuck away from that shitty ass director, John Avnet, who did Righteous Kill in 80 Minutes, fucked up 2 films that could have been good. So that director has a shitty talent of fucking up movies that could have been good. I didn't see the movie he played Dr. Jack Kevorkian, I didn't see that, but can someone please write him a good role? Please? A good fucking role? I think the last good role he had was probably Insomnia. That was what, 2002? Any Given Sunday, he was awesome. But come on, please write him a good fucking role. Please? So Al Pacino does embarrass himself, but at the same time, he has some fun moments, and he's the best, only good part of this fucking movie. Oh yeah, Drew Carey shows up in a cameo, because one of the things Jill wants to do is be on a game show, and so she's on The Price is Right with Drew Carey hosts, and here's the laughs. She's doing the thing, and she hits her head and gets knocked out. And by the way, Drew Carey looks so fucking different. I haven't seen Drew Carey since the Drew Carey show. I knew he was the Price is Right host after Barb Barker retired. Drew Carey looks so different now. He's so thin, and I don't know, he just looks different. Like, shit, I didn't recognize him for a second. But anyway, Jack and Jill, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's fucking horrible. It's a shitty movie. The only good thing is Al Pacino. But other than that, Katie Holmes does nothing. The supporting cast, does nothing. Lots of cameos. You're like, why the fuck is Billy Blanks here in a cameo? What the fuck is Michael Irvin doing here in a cameo? And yeah, it's just not that funny. I would rather just go with it. Just go with it wasn't painful to me. This film was painful because just the Jack and Jill and the Jill character being so annoying, horrible, ugly, very just annoying as hell, and terrible character, and Adam Sandler as Jack just does nothing, and just terribly, painfully unfunny. Deserves all the bitching and deserves. It is. I would think it's Adam Sandler's worst. It's definitely his worst film since Little Nicky. That, Little Nicky, and I would say Funny People, just because that was so terribly long and unfunny, and I didn't care about the drama. Those are, I think, his 3 worst films. Funny People, Little Nicky, and this film. So, yeah, take that for what you will. Adam Sandler, you need to step away. I would say this. Do a comedy. Straight out comedy. But not with Happy Madison. And not with Dennis Dugan or... I know there's the other guy. Dennis Dugan, or what's the other director who's done a lot of stuff? I can't remember. Do like a straight out comedy with someone else, with a different group of people. Change it up a little bit. You know, it doesn't have to be dramatically, but change up your way you do in comedy. Don't. Sometimes he yells in his movies, but at the same time doesn't have that fire like Happy Gilmore type of fire. I don't know what it is. Hell, do it like a sci-fi movie, like Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn are doing that Neighborhood Watch. Be interested to see an Adam Sandler in a film like that, because I do like Adam Sandler. I still like Adam Sandler, but Jack and Jill, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? You just looked at the cover of the film. Look up Jack and Jill, the cover on the film. You would not want to see that. In fact, I'm surprised this film made $25 million its opening weekend. I'm like, why? The trailer is awful. I saw this for free, so I didn't pay us a dime. So anyway, fuck this movie. Al Pacino, you deserve a fucking award just for making anything watchable in this film. And it's such that, really, for a great actor, he's only won one Oscar. Strange. But look at Morgan Freeman. I don't think he's... Well, maybe he's won an Oscar. But he deserves more. So does Al Pacino. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you later. Ciao.